Hello Leo, and welcome to your Astroflower reading for the month of June. Okay, I know you've been going through a cosh, or the pressure's been building up on you over this past month. I can see it in your weekly readings, and I've been trying to keep it as light as possible. But there is an underground, an undercurrent that's been building in you, and I think this could be released this month for you. Not necessarily released in a way that it's going to go into actual doing things and projects, but it's going to be a release where you're going to understand things, and then you can understand how to put things into place. So you're 2 months before your birthday, so you're fully on into your autumn period here, and this is going to be about your physical things, about where you want to live, what you want to be doing, and how you want to be physically in your life in the year after your birthday. And that's going to be the overall flow coming through you, I think, this month. So this is the month of June. If you want to know more about the Astroflower, there's loads of links in the description below to help you out with the petals and the elements and stuff like that. This is your karmic path for your relationship side, and this is your karmic path for your money side for this month of June, and this is the overall energy. These are weeks 1, 2, 3, and the combining week for the 4th week of June. So let's just get the overall vibration that's coming through here. This is a nice card. This is a beautiful card. It's almost like your opposite in a way, where she's got her heart under control. You can see that down at the bottom there. She's got her heart under control, and you're very much about the heart. So you put the heart in the front. So this week here, this month here is definitely more a case here of allowing life to support you, to allow the river, I got into French then, the river to actually carry your boat rather than you having to sort of pedal too hard. And when you do that, you can look clearly down the river to see, where you should be going. Hello, you. Where you should be going and how you approach the bends in the river that are coming up. That's what it seems like. So the overall energy here is an observation one, assessment one. Let's see what's going on in the energy that's coming through you on your relationship. And this is the karmic path. Yeah, this is about going on a journey, the Three of Wands. But at the same time, and the old cards, it's a harbour master apparently. I used to have some old versions of the tarot cards when I was a lot younger. And the harbour master is about sort of journeys of beginning and endings of journeys. So it's looking out to the sea, seeing what's coming in, and also thinking about where you can go. So it's the anticipation of the journey, I think, on the relationship side of this fun. So this week here is just allowing the anticipation as the world carries you through, of looking at the relationships around you and see, what ones look like good things to invest in regards to relationships. Let's look at the first week here. I just need to check it is recording. Sorry about this. Yeah. Okay. So this is coming from the outside. So there is this still in this first week of June. I still think there's a bit of a pressure from the outside world in order for you to be a certain way that doesn't necessarily sit perfectly with you. And this is this whole adjustment sort of thing. And so I think it's being a little bit like that rock and taking that wave coming in and just standing there and sort of saying, yeah, I'll take it. And I just think it's a case of this first week here of just standing strong, standing firm. The change of fortunes. And when you do that, so if you do stand strong, people are going to look at you in a different way. The relationships are going to be slightly different because you stay true to yourself, stay true to your situation. So I think that's a good idea there. Let's see what's going on in the second week. This is also coming into you, but pushing you forward. So this is this change of fortune here as you do stand firm and push forward. It's like you can start realizing a little bit the call of action. It's almost like the Knight of Swords there. It's a call of action, sort of saying, yeah, come on, there is possibilities here. We can, you know, you're going to have to invest in these relationships in order for them to flourish. And as you do flourish, you're going to be able to produce a lot more seeds for a brighter future tomorrow. Four of Wands. This is really nice on the relationship. It's going through that portal. It's going through that portal. It's not that you've been through. And this is this anticipation that I'm talking about. It's looking down that river and seeing those sort of changes and bends and preparing yourself. And you can feel that change of wind, that change of tides that are coming through you on the relationships. It's a little bit distant, but it's still palpable. Let's just see what's going on the third week. Yeah, this is where you can probably have your first play, as it were, of putting things into place within you about how you want relationships to be. So coming towards in summer solstice, this would be the last month into your autumn, really, before your season starts on the 21st of or 22nd of July. Don't know exactly what date it is, but it seems to be on that side there. It's this moment here where you're going to realize that that you've got positioning to do as much as everybody else has got positioning to do. It may not be absolutely clear how to position, and I think the month of July is definitely going to be the way in which you do it. It's going to become a little bit more sort of tangible in July. In this month here, it's going to be very much etherical. So it's more of a case of understanding within your spirit rather than actually understanding the mechanics of how it works. And this is that sort of like realization, wishing on the stars. So the potential is there. It's realizing that, yeah, you can start playing with your wishes. This is what I'm talking about. So maybe in the third week around the solstice, the summer solstice, or the winter solstice, if you're in the southern hemisphere, it's starting to wish for those the future plans or the future ways of being in the future. Let's go on to your money side of life. Let's see what's going on here. Getting into that rhythm. Getting into that rhythm of life and being able to sorry, I was a little bit disturbed then. Let's see how it goes. So it comes from you, coming outwards. Once you realise you're in this sort of rhythm, this is where putting in the mechanics of how you physically want life to be. So once you get into that rhythm, then you can then start applying your force. I don't know if you've ever done roller skating or rollerblading or ice skating, where you've got to push away like that. And it's like swimming as well. Once you get into a rhythm, then you can then go quicker through the water, and then you get the rhythm of the water and coming with you. And maybe it's a case of that wave that's crested and it's helping you to move on and position yourself physically, mentally within yourself. So you know how you're going to put in place your move, your transition in your job, your career future, your business future. And it's getting into that rhythm, and that's the overall sort of karmic path of what you should be doing this month. Let's see what the first week is here. Yeah, it's coming from you here, so it's almost as if you're sort of saying, if I push this button, what does this do? And it's experimenting, I think. Experiment. Don't put all your money on red. That's not what it's saying. It's kind of going, I'll put one of my chips on red. That's a gambling thing. Well, it's not putting all your eggs in one basket. That's what it seems like here. Temperance. This is what I said about timing. Temperance is all about timing as well. It's knowing when to be patient and, knowing when to put it all on red, when not to put it all on red. It's knowing those moments within you. And I think that first week there is that experiment of understanding that side of things. Let's say it happens on the second week. It's you pulling stuff in from the outside world. So it may be a case on the second week where you're investing your time and space, or selecting how you invest your time and space in the world around you, within your job, within your business, within your money, in order to get the best returns out of it after the first week of patience. Sun, pretty much you, isn't that, Leo? I think it is. So you're going to feel that idea of this could be good. This is really nice. I think I should invest my time more in that aspect of my business, or invest my time in that part of my job or my projects. And it's going to make you realize that there's happiness to be had within that investment. And as you do invest in more and more happiness, it's an accumulative thing. So the more you invest, the more you get back. The more you get back, the more you invest. And it's gradually, it's certainly the first week is all to do with timing, and then you're going to start applying that timing in the second week, and you're going to start seeing some of the first results. And it's going to build up to a stage at some point where you're going to be able to kind of go all in, put it all on red, you know. I put all my eggs in that basket. Let's see what happened on the third week. This is much more equal. So you've invested out on the second week, you're getting slightly returns, you're seeing how it's making you feel better. And on the third week, it seems like this is it. As you've invested more, you get an accumulating more, and you can feel that accumulation coming back in. It's a growth thing. It's finding that rhythm of that page of wands there, and you're really getting into it, and you're seeing the returns come in from the outside world. Messages coming in from the outside world. You couldn't get this better. So it's through your successes and your joy of that second week of getting the returns, you're going to get the messages coming going, in that case, I should be doing this. And this is when you're moving from your physical to your emotional and spiritual side of your life in the last month before your birthday. And this is a real transition here, we can see here. And it moves from the physical side, so it should be clear for you from that point in, and you can start wishing on your emotional side of life. Let's see the fourth week here, and it seems like this is going to be the transition one. And a lot of people have been getting this. It's that moment of calm between two waves. That moment of, like, when you've been really stressful, if you've had a moment of a period of stress in your life, and then all of a sudden things get sorted out and you've got that calm, and then you get a cold, don't you? It's often that sort of happens. That's how stress works. Because I do a lot of, I'm not an astrologer, I'm a healer. That's what I do as a full-time job. And I've noticed this sort of thing in people, that there is these waves, and that's why this Astroflower came about, to try and help you get the best out of life, no matter what the situation. And you've got to understand sort of there's certain rhythms in life that you've got to get into. Once you get into those rhythms, it's almost as if like the universe is going to help you all by yourself. And you get that within your book. And here is that moment of calm between two phases, like a fair exchange, as it were. Strength, which I was saying down there. So it is a moment in that week there. I think it's probably everything sort of comes together. So you're going to feel at home with your family, your friends, your relationships, your partner, but also you're going to feel at home and an absolute joy with your business space and your job and your money and everything that is around you. If you're already part of the Astroflower family, I do thank you. It's been absolutely amazing, your support on this channel. Really do appreciate it. If you want to be part of the Astroflower family, it's very easy. You only need to subscribe, but more importantly, click that bell. Apparently that's really important for the algorithm of YouTube. There is loads of links in the description below, and we do lots of stuff over on the Astroflower Instagram channel. So what's only left for me to say is don't forget, Leo, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.